Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I'm the person behind Happy Puppy Truffles. Today I wanted to show you guys how you could take a traditional origami and just supersize it to use it for other things. And we've made a case, or kind of like an envelope style, that if you just adjust the dimensions just a little, you can get a resulting envelope that's about A6 size. Now, I know the sizes of envelopes and things like that differ depending on the country you guys are in and stuff like that. But I figure A6 is a pretty standard kind of envelope size for greeting cards. And so the dimensions for this are about 120.7 centimeters by, no, excuse me, not 120. That's huge. Sorry, I need to get my decimal points right here. It's 12.07 centimeters. Yeah, that's right. By 16.51 centimeters. So that's about the rough dimensions for this. And the resulting origami that you'll get with this is about this big. Now, the paper that you have to use to do this needs to be really big. So wrapping paper works great for this. If you've got some sheets or a big bunch left over, you can make up some really cute, unique looking envelopes for things. I don't know if the postman would be super happy if you sent stuff with these kind of really gaudy kinds of paper colors. So maybe for more of a, in-person kind of gift giving, it'd work better. I don't know how your country works for that, but so yeah, the kind of paper you guys need to make this, it needs to be 66.5 centimeters by 49 centimeters, about. That's kind of a rough estimate. And there's a little bit of room when we fold this to adjust the size accordingly if you have something in particular you want to fit in there. I'm going to do my best to show you guys how this works with my small little workspace here. As you can imagine, the paper is pretty huge because it's this giant piece of paper here. That's 66.5 by 49 about. And as you can tell, this paper is my this is my handmade paper that I got from Korea. You can get handmade paper from lots of places and craft stores and stuff too. So if that was something you wanted, you could do that. Or like I said, the wrapping paper works really great for this too. So what you want to do with this big piece here is you want it to be going long ways. And you want to take one of the sides and fold it over to make a really big triangle. So I'm going to fold this side over here. Just kind of start and work your way along. My paper has a rough edge to it, so you don't need to worry about making these creases super perfect. But I've got a nice big triangle crease now, and just a tiny little bit of the paper left down at the bottom. Now I'm going to take that giant triangle crease that I've made here, and I want to fold it the other way. Take that tip and bring it down so that it matches up where the first one was made here. So you're basically folding that big triangle in half and creating what kind of looks like a little house. This is going to be the roof here, and then you've got the bottom part below that will kind of look like the house section here. So that you wind up with something like this. So you got the top part there, and as you kind of zoom it over here, you see this is what the bottom part looks like. Now I'm going to take this bottom section and fold this part in half, bringing this up to the area where I just brought all that stuff down. You don't need this to be exactly deep inside here because we're going to be folding all this up later. So you don't want it to be too tight because that can cause some trouble later if it's too tight. Just get a good crease. And then take everything and fold it up right at that edge, as close as you can to that edge. Now what we've got here is kind of looks like a hat in some ways, and essentially what we're going to be doing is taking the sides and folding them in a third of the way. And I'm just going to be folding and guesstimating as I go. And this is where you can kind of take a second, and if you know the size of whatever you want to have fitting into this envelope, you can kind of use that as a guide. Or you can have your ruler with you handy and kind of see as you fold. Now, you want to try to keep the things in line with this center point up here. Let me get my big ruler out. So I have my ruler if I want to kind of shoot for that goal of having my finished piece be about 16.5. It's usually about how big these are. And then you just take that extra flap here and slide it into the pocket. So you get that, slide it into that part there. And then as you fold down the flap, of course, here is another time when you can use whatever you're trying to fit into your envelope as a guide. Now, if you're shooting for the A6 size, again, you need it to be a little over 12 centimeters or so here. So you can kind of use that as a guide to kind of give you an idea of where you might want to fold down. And in this case, with the dimensions, this winds up being a fold that brings that tip right down to the bottom about. At least that's the way I found it to be as I've made it. So that kind of gives you a standard A6 envelope size. And you know, you could put letters in here. You can use this as a nice little pouch for gifts, to hold Christmas photos in. So many fun things you can use this for. It can easily be sealed just with some double-sided tape or glue, or you could put some pretty little Christmas stickers there, for example. But that's just kind of a simple way to take the smaller origami that we normally do, supersize it so that it actually becomes the size of something you can use. So I hope this can be useful for you guys as you get ready for the holidays this holiday season. And I'll have some more fun projects to share with you guys later on. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.